If you're unsure on what you should be using your Qantas points on, today's video is going to be made just for you. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking some of my favorite redemptions with Qantas points, and by the end of today's video, you're going to be crystal clear on the sort of value that you're going to be unlocking when you use your points on these sort of flights. You're also going to know what sort of flights unlock the best value for your Qantas points. You'll also know what sort of flights you should be avoiding because they are terrible value for Qantas points. Now, if all that sounds great, before I get into it, I would really appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up, and if you also left a comment letting me know that you want more of these type of videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. Now, I'm going to rank these redemptions in the order of worst redemptions through to the best redemptions right at the end. Let's begin with the worst redemption, gift cards. Now, I jumped onto the Qantas website and I was just looking at the sort of value that you're going to get when you redeem your points on gift cards. And I actually had to triple check the maths because when I plugged the maths into the calculator, so pretty much what I put in was the value, so $100, and then I divided it by the amount of points required to unlock that gift card, which is 21,810. When I did the maths, it came up with like 0.004 or whatever it was. I thought it was a typo. I thought I'd made some sort of error. I ran it through ChatGPT again, and it actually did confirm that the maths was correct. When you redeem your Qantas points on gift cards, you're getting less than 0.5 cents of value per point that you redeem. I'm not even sure why Qantas allow their members to redeem their points on these sort of gift cards when they're unlocking such low value. 0.5 cents per point is an absolute joke to be redeeming your Qantas points on. Do not ever redeem your Qantas points on these gift cards. You are almost better just throwing your points away. If any of my followers are redeeming their points on gift cards, then I have not done my job correctly. I hope today's video is going to make it crystal clear that you can unlock a lot more value with your Qantas points compared to redeeming them on gift cards. Now, I get it, some people might be frustrated that they can't actually find any reward flights for them to use their points on that will unlock better value for you. But if you do need help with that, check out my Patreon group in the video description. In there, you get direct access to me for any one-on-one help that you need, and I also help my members find the very best reward flights every single day. There is no excuse to be redeeming your points on gift cards. With that out of the way, we can now actually get into some sort of flight redemptions. Now, I used Brisbane to Sydney as an example for domestic flights within Australia. You're going to get very similar value regardless if this is Brisbane to Melbourne, or Sydney to Melbourne, or Sydney to Brisbane, whatever it is. Any sort of short-haul domestic flight in economy within Australia, this sort of numbers is going to be roughly the same. When we pay cash for these sort of flights, they're usually going to range between $100 to $200, depending on if there's a sale or not. And when we use points on this particular route, 5,700 for Jetstar flights, 9,200 for Qantas flights. When we do the maths, this converts into 1 to 2 cents of value per point that we redeem. Still a lot better than gift cards, but this ranks in at number 9. We can still unlock a lot more value compared to when we use our points on these sort of flights. Moving on to the next redemption, the value that we're going to unlock is slightly better. This is going to be Brisbane to Bali in economy on Jetstar. Jetstar have Bali flights from pretty much every major city within Australia, so these sort of numbers are going to be roughly the same, regardless if you're in Melbourne or Sydney as well. When we pay cash for these sort of flights, they're usually between $350 to $700. You can sometimes get it cheaper on a sale, sometimes going to be a little bit more expensive during peak periods. But when you can find a classic reward rate with your Qantas points, you can book these flights for 20,700 points. When you do the maths, this value converts into about 2 to 2.5 cents per point that you redeem. It's better value than the gift cards and the economy domestic flights, but we can still do a lot better. Moving on to the next redemption will actually be the first business class flight that I'm discussing in today's video. Brisbane to Bangkok in business class. Now, this is on a Jetstar flight. When you book business class on this Jetstar flight from Brisbane to Bangkok, you can typically pay $1,000 to $1,500 with cash. When you use points and find a classic reward flight on the Qantas website, you can book that same flight for 61,600 Qantas points. When we do the maths, this will convert into roughly 1.2 to 2 cents per point that you redeem on these sort of flights. Now, I have ranked this slightly better than using your points on those Brisbane to Bali flights, and the reason I did that is because this flight from Brisbane to Bangkok is about 9 hours. The plane that they use on this route is very uncomfortable in economy, particularly for 9 hours. So if you're not the best flyer and you do want a comfortable experience, that Jetstar Business Class product, while it is not a lie-flat business class seat, it is fairly comfortable, and it could actually be the solution between you getting to Thailand in a fairly comfortable experience versus you getting to Thailand in a very uncomfortable experience. 9 hours for me is long enough where I'm starting to consider, is it even worthwhile going in economy, particularly on these very low-cost carrier airlines like Jetstar. Their economy seats are very, very cramped. For 9 hours, it starts to get a little bit much. If that's how you think, maybe it could be worthwhile using your points on these business class Jetstar flights if you're unable to pay cash. Now, in an ideal world, you would just pay cash because, as you can see, you're getting very, very poor value on the amount of points that you use on these flights. But sometimes we do have to weigh up the value versus the comfort as well. Not everything in life is all purely about the numbers. Sometimes humans need to think emotionally as well, and if you are worried about spending 9 hours in a Jetstar economy flight and you can't pay cash and the only solution is using your points on there, it may be worthwhile. Moving on to the next redemption, Sydney to Singapore in business class. Now there's actually a couple of different ways to get to Singapore from Australia. You can go via Jetstar. Qantas also have a business class flight there as well. And British Airways also fly business class to Singapore as well. Now this particular flight that I'm discussing is the British Airways business class product, because if you jump onto the Qantas website, you'll notice that most of the business class reward seats that you find are going to be this British Airways flight. When you pay cash for this, it'll usually set you back somewhere between $3,000 to $4,000. You can book those same flights with classic reward rates for 90,000 Qantas points, which will unlock roughly 3.5 cents of value per point that you use. Now you will get a pretty comfortable experience on business class with British Airways, but the value is not that great. It's still a lot better than the previous ones we've talked about, but with 3.5 cents of value per point that we redeem, there's definitely a lot more ways that we can redeem our points on that will get us better value. One of those ways is redeeming our points on Sydney to London flights in business class. Again, this is with British Airways, but there are plenty of different carriers that fly there. Emirates also have plenty of flights from Australia going to Europe. One of the key differences between British Airways flights to Europe and the Emirates flights to Europe is the flight taxes that you're going to pay. Emirates will have a very high flight taxes, usually around $1,500 in addition to the points that you pay. With British Airways, it's often half or less than half of that. So to go from Sydney to London with British Airways in business class, when you book those sort of flights with cash, it'll usually set you back somewhere between $7,000 to $10,000, assuming that you have not got those flights on a sale. And when you find a classic reward flight, you can book them for 182,900 Qantas points. This will unlock 4.5 cents of value per point that you redeem on these sort of flights. This is decent value, and when you factor in the comfort as well that you're going to get for about 24 hours of flying, in my opinion, this is a great use of your Qantas points. Now, it's not going to get you the absolute best value that you can get with your Qantas points, but it is up there with one of the best comfort uses of your Qantas points. 24 hours of flying in economy versus 24 hours of flying in business class are two completely different experiences. I really like this sort of redemption. Next up, Brisbane to Tokyo. This is going to be business class with Qantas. Now, there's actually plenty of different ways you can get to Tokyo. Jetstar fly to Tokyo, Qantas fly to Tokyo, and also Japan Airlines fly to Tokyo. Jetstar will have the worst business class product getting to Tokyo, followed by Japan Airlines. Their business class product is kind of a weird cabin where they have 2 business class seats near the window. I think they've got 2 or maybe even 3 business class seats in the middle of the plane, and then another 2 business class seats on the other side of the plane near the window. They are all lie-flat business class seats, but to be honest, the Qantas business class product on this route is going to be the best option. When you pay cash to fly business class with Qantas going from Brisbane to Tokyo, you'll usually pay somewhere between $4,000 to $5,000. When you find a classic reward flight on the Qantas website, you can book those same flights for 82,100 Qantas points. This will unlock around 5.5 cents of value per point that you redeem. And given this is a 10-hour flight as well in business class, you're also getting good comfort. You're going to have a lie flat business class seat on Qantas, and you're unlocking decent value as well. Again, I really like this sort of redemption. The only sort of downside with this redemption is finding those classic reward rates on this particular route is a little bit difficult. They don't have too many classic reward fares. They will drop them from time to time. I do heavily monitor this route, and when I find business class availability, I alert my Patreon members. Again, if you do need help actually finding any of these flights that I talk about today, check out the link in the video description for my Patreon group. That is what I specialize in, helping my members find the best possible flights that they can use with their Qantas points. Moving on now, Melbourne to Dubai in business class with Emirates. Emirates have an amazing business class product, and the reason that I actually made this particular flight from Melbourne to Dubai is because on this route they have the new refreshed 777 aircraft operating. Emirates are just going through, and in most cases they've got the refurbished 777 operating on this route, which means you're getting a very nice business class product. Usually when we pay cash for these sort of flights, it'll set you back around $7,000 to $8,000. This is going to be somewhat similar if you are flying out of Sydney and Brisbane as well. When you fly out of these sort of cities, it will usually set you back 130,100 Qantas points when you find a classic reward fare. This converts into about 7 cents of value for each point that you redeem on these flights. Now this sort of redemption is really starting to tick a lot of boxes. You're getting very decent comfort level. Emirates Business Class is an amazing product. You're also getting very high redemption value, so 7 cents of value for each point that you redeem. And this is on a 15-hour flight as well, meaning if you were to do that flight in economy versus if you were to do that flight in business class, again, they're two very different experiences. You can really be having a great time for 15 hours if you get this business class flight, versus in economy, it's not the best experience. Now, something to mention on these particular flights to and from Dubai, regardless if you're going to Melbourne, Sydney or Brisbane, is that the flight taxes with Emirates is very high. Usually you're going to be paying around $1,200 to $1,500 in addition to the points that you pay. Now I have factored that into the maths here. You're still roughly going to get around 7 cents per point that you redeem, but you do need to consider that the flight you're paying in addition to the points is very expensive as well. My second favorite redemption out of the entire Qantas Frequent Flyer website is going to be Sydney to Los Angeles in business class on a Qantas aircraft. Usually when you pay for these sort of flights, they will usually cost you about $7,000 to $10,000 with cash. When you're lucky enough to find a business class classic reward fare, you can book that same flight for 130,100 Qantas points. This will unlock around 8 cents of value for every point that you redeem. You're also getting a great flying experience, 15 hours in Qantas business class with those very comfortable lie flat seats. This flight is going to be up there with some of the most value that you can unlock with your Qantas points. Qantas typically have decent availability last minute as well. And the reason why I love this sort of redemption so much is because getting to the United States any other way other than direct is somewhat not really possible. When I talk about Europe, you can actually break that trip up if you stop over in Asia, and maybe you stop over in Dubai and then fly onwards into Europe. Meaning if you don't get a business class product, you can still somewhat make that trip enjoyable if you just break it down into a couple of economy flights. The same goes with Dubai. If you didn't want to spend 15 hours in a economy seat going to Dubai, then you could break that up and you could actually go into Asia and then fly onwards into Dubai. But all that gets very, very complicated trying to do that same process getting to the United States. But breaking your trip up into two different flights gets very difficult when we're talking about trying to get to America. If you can't find a business class reward seat direct from Australia to Los Angeles or San Francisco, you don't really have too many options to break that trip up and to make this more comfortable for yourself. That is why I love this sort of redemption, is because number one, you're getting great value for each point that you use. you're also getting a great, comfortable flying experience, a lie-flat business class product on the Qantas aircrafts. The alternative means you're spending 15 hours in an economy seat, which can be a very uncomfortable experience. When you factor all of these things together, that is why it's my second favorite redemption. It is only second to flying first class on the same sort of route, Sydney to Los Angeles in first class on a Qantas aircraft. Usually when you pay cash, it's going to be $17,000 to $20,000 for a one-way flight. When you're lucky enough to find a Qantas Classic Reward fare, you can book this same flight for 195,400 Qantas points, which will convert to 9 cents a value per point. I have personally done this redemption and I loved every single minute of that flight. Flying first class is a very comfortable flying experience that I recommend anyone who has interest in earning frequent flyer points. They strive to get into a first class seat at least once in their life. When you earn and redeem frequent flyer points, you do have a very unique opportunity to experience something that most people will never ever get to experience in their life. If you know what you're doing, you can book these first class flights for a fraction of the price. And for me personally, booking these Classic Reward first class flights, I can't recommend enough. It is my favorite redemption on the entire Qantas website. The only downside is there are very, very few of these reward fares available. If you jump onto the Qantas website, you're going to struggle to find these Classic Reward fares in first class on this particular route. They are out there, but there are not too many flights available at any one time. Now, if you do need help finding any of these Classic Reward flights, either in first class or business class, check out the link in the video description for my Patreon group. Every single day in there, I help my members find the very best business and first class reward flights that they could book with their Qantas points. I also help people use their Velocity points in there as well. So if you do have access to both Qantas and Velocity and you do need help using your points to find flights that you actually want to fly on, then I would love to see you in that group. I hope today's video was helpful, and other than that, I will see you in the next one.